messages now. This is the Equator. Sorry, guys. This dial only plays Soca. X104.3 FM. Your Soca antidote for Carnival 2023.
Hey, definitely it is, man. Soca and dope, man. All right, we're inside the building. X104 FM. Nice. Everything's set there. Testing some volumes, boy. Loud and proud. Hey, top of the morning. If you're now joining us, Monday, May 15th, it is. I know we're 150% Soca right now. I don't know the things that extreme and kicking the pace. Big and serious. And as usual, gotta welcome you all inside the Carnival Hangout, boy. We're doing it big this year as well. Lyman chilling with some of your favorite artists, biggest producers, Carnival personnels, and more. Right here inside X104 FM. We got it locking at that. Trust me on that. All right, big up yourself. Check out the Facebook Live as well. We big and serious inside the thing.
Carnival Hangout with ZJ Stump I, DJ Q, the Soca Mafia, and your favorite Vincy Soca artist on X104.3 FM. Your Soca antidote for Carnival 2023.
You're serious about the Soca Mafia thing, and we live inside the building, man.
In a good way, though. In a good way. We are the boss inside there. In a good way.
I was surprised when I hear that boy, the Soca Mafia. I say, all right, bro. You know what I mean? You take it, bro. You know what I mean? Anyway, we're live in studios today, man. Joining us for the very first time and kicking off the Carnival Hangout. And I feel we're going to see Ezzy a couple times in this Hangout, you know. All right, we got Ezzy Roberts inside the building, man. What go on, my brother?
Yeah, man, I'm good.
All
right. Digging the vibe, really liking what I'm hearing. So.
All righty then. Yeah, just testing some volumes. This Ezzy, you good, brethren. Welcome. Yeah, you missed it last year, you know?
Ezzy missed it last year. Ezzy stayed out last year.
Ezzy give us serious.
That's why I make sure I hear all the
Yeah.
Hey, normally Ezzy will say, give your father packs, man. Duck with boy.
Yeah, he give you a steak out last year.
So. Got check with the day, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it was a day.
Yeah, it was a little bit of mix-up and all of that.
The only time.
Yeah, and it was in the heat of Carnival as well, so we kind of give you a little pass on that.
Yeah, man. It wasn't deliberate at all.
Yeah. So this year we say, boy, yeah, we're back at it. All right, so welcome Ezzy Roberts inside the building, man. Carnival Hangout. We're talking Vincy Mas. Come on, man. And right now, Vincy Mas is on the top. Is the top of the topics right now for sure. And good or bad, nevertheless, we're all Vincentians and we're going to support it in any way possible, any form. You know what I mean? So Ezzy, what go on, Bridget? What's good?
Well, you know, once Carnival is in the air, I'm excited. I've been in Carnival since I was a little youth, man. Started playing mass while I was in school. I stopped playing mass ever since. I've been playing mass every year since then. I've been involved in different aspects of Carnival. Did presentations with artists on stage, was backup dancer, was a member of Young Talks Entertainment Club. We did presentations of people like the Professor, Man CP, Dalvin, and a whole host of other artists, you know, that we represented on stage.
A long list.
And a long list. And also did other things in Carnival, like managed Calypso 10. I was manager of Signal Station, Renegade Calypso 10. Manager of Signal Band, we went to tour to various places, manager of some soca artists and different things. I had my own mass band 1994, 1995, 95 and 96, sorry, as the Ontario Buck International Mass Band. I played King of the Band, I played individual of the band, section, everything, almost everything you can.
Deep body, brother.
You need to bring back wizards.
The only thing I haven't done in Carnival
is sing.
Yeah.
You could do a little backup, you know.
No.
Yeah.
Let me keep the.
I go event and see you doing a little backup. That's you did it. You know what I mean? But you know, listening to all of that, man, you've been really embedded in Carnival, bro.
Yeah, man.
That's a lot of activities.
I did a Juve band cocktail party along with while I was a student in St. Martin's Secondary School. It was a combination of students from St. Martin Grammar School and Girls High School.
Okay.
It was like Shawma Chambers and Brung from Arnesville. These are some of the people that we came together as youths and did a band called Cocktail Party.
Right.
For Juve.
What is the drive behind it? Because I mean, a lot of persons over the years, boy, they might have done, boy, we done with that.
Don't give up.
Yeah. What is your drive?
Boy, I think it's embedded in me. It come from my family line. My father. I don't know if you recall, a few years ago, Stalin had the 50th anniversary concert down in Annie.
Yep, definitely.
There was an elderly gentleman that they called on stage who did the African dance and so on. That was my father.
Okay.
Right? So my father was involved in Carnival. Toshi, his name was mentioned in the song from Dan Simon.
Right.
Mazuma. In the second verse, we say with Toshi and Groma, the main character.
Right.
Toshi was my father.
From the roots.
So it's from there, and then all my brothers played fun with Starlift. My brother who died recently, he was once the captain of Starlift Steel Orchestra and vice president of the Europe. So my entire family.
Definitely. Yeah.
And I'm the last. I'm the last.
You get everything.
Yeah.
You get everything. All right. Ezzy Roberts inside the building, man. Remember, you could get inside on the WhatsApp as well. We're talking Vincy Mas for sure. I mean, just for persons who don't know, what is your role presently at CDC?
Well, my role presently is a marketing and development officer.
Marketing.
That is a staff position now.
Right.
I was previously a board member of the CDC. I was coordinator for Rural Carnival.
Right.
And deputy chairman of the CDC.
So right now, you didn't
now, I'm no longer board member. I'm a staff.
So Lex Licks.
Well, I wouldn't really say so. I think once you're any part of CDC
yeah.
Once they mention any CDC.
Once it's CDC, then that's part of it. If you don't want him call and don't be a part of it.
Hey. And right now, you're back, Brad, bro.
Yeah,
definitely. All right, so Vincy Mas, this year, I mean, basically, how is it looking for you? Because we know a lot of controversy surrounding Vincy Mas so far, especially this year. How is it looking on your behalf from a CDC standpoint?
From a CDC standpoint, we are very confident that Vincy Mas 2023 will be one of the best carnivals we've seen in a very long time.
All right, and just before you continue, would you blame the public for not seeing that though? Because a lot of persons are saying that, you know.
You see, one thing we have to bear in mind now, the changing of circumstances and situations.
Right.
When we're making comparisons, and I'm sure later on I'll be able to go into that in depth. But remember, everybody now has something at the disposal that they can share an opinion.
Right.
So
Yes. I get
which
that.
you didn't have long ago.
Right.
Okay. So now everybody is an expert on Carnival.
Right.
Everybody wants to share an opinion, and it's about likes and all of that.
Right.
If you sometimes you have to avoid getting caught up in the mix of that.
Right.
You have to recognize, boy, some people that's out here for that.
That would have to be the message that you have to send to the public.
Yeah. But we recognize that within the CDC, we are human beings like everybody else. We won't have all the ideas. There are persons outside the CDC who usually might step forward and say, boy, I think I should try this and that.
So you actually take those...
Not everyone would go on social media or call in on a radio program and share the ideas. Some people actually bring the ideas to CDC. Just 5 minutes before we start, I call my phone rang.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, and this is one person who I know came forward to CDC about a year ago, and he said, I would like to start posting stuff for Carnival and so on. When you have your things, send them to me and I will share them.
Right.
And he has been sharing things diligently, promoting Vincy Mas.
Nice. And talking about that boy promoting Vincy Mas, this year we have seen a lot of promotions outside of Vincy, regionally and the international level as well. You have been a part of that as well. I mean, how was that though? I mean, hit or miss?
No, I can tell you, I am extremely happy about the promotions that we did in Trinidad and Tobago.
Right, just to name some of the places.
Trinidad, it was just that we were physically in Trinidad, but that promotion, we left here with a plan that this is the promotion that is going to be done elsewhere while we're based in Trinidad. And it actually happened. And the links are there to show. I can forward your emails with the links to show where the different stories were carried.
So you made some good...
Yeah, definitely.
You made some good connections.
Yeah, apart from... And then, again, come back to the social media and so on. While we're there, within the first day or two, person started with the negative.
Right? Yeah.
And wait to see what we were going to do, or whatever the case might be. We actually did more, and I'm saying we, CDC sent Ezzy Roberts alone to Trinidad.
Alone?
Paid my expenditure.
Really?
Airfare, accommodation.
I thought it was
Ezzy Roberts alone.
Wow. Okay.
A media release was sent out to that effect prior to for me leaving to go to Trinidad. It stated that Ezzy Roberts, marketing coordinator, will be going to Trinidad to do promotions at Synergy and other media outlets, etc. Right? However, other persons who are with the CDC also went to Trinidad.
Okay, that's a good clear up there.
No, they also went to Trinidad.
Right.
Now, there are persons who work with the CDC or who are board members, who have good jobs or who have retired, and they are accustomed to travel. To go to New York for labor, the Caribbean or whatever. Trinidad Carnival being one that they usually go to.
Right.
So persons went. And I am extremely happy, and I have to say thanks at this point to the fact that we had the presence of other persons who
to
the
assist.
CDC didn't pay for
Right.
to go. They were able to assist because I ended up with a schedule, for example, in the morning you might see I have 2 9 o'clock radio interviews.
Right.
Right?
Right.
I mean, this is thing that I knew before we left here.
Right.
Right? The schedule was worked. I had a spreadsheet of all the activities going to be done while in Trinidad. And so I was able to say, well, I will do this station and this person will run that station and so forth. You had Kaba, for example, who went down. He went a week before. He went for funeral.
Right.
But because he had to go for funeral, he stayed for carnival.
Right.
And he was able to assist.
Kill
I
two
got
birds.
I got in there Wednesday, and Wednesday night I had an interview, and Kaba made himself available to go along, and so on. He had Anthony Denny doing some of the interviews while, once we had the clashes and so on.
Help out.
So persons help out.
Yeah, help out.
And I appreciate that. So the long and short of it, this year, the most promotions we ever got out of Trinidad Carnival was done what we did this year.
Nice. And Trinidad usually, I think they're big on the influencers. I mean, just to clear up public theory and all that, because as you say, the whole social media and everybody has something to say. Do they actually pay these influencers, or they just gravitate to Trinidad Carnival? If you know.
No, in some cases they pay to bring in these influencers.
Some of them.
They pay to bring in these influencers. Some of them.
Okay.
And others come on their own.
Okay.
Pay to bring them in, pay for the accommodation. Some influencers charge a fee as well.
Nice.
I mean, I'm hearing persons talking about influencers and that we should do likewise.
Yeah, I was gonna ask the possibility.
Yeah, and there are possibilities. We actually had already, even last year, although we didn't have a full carnival, we had explored possibilities and so forth. But there are costs associated
Definitely.
with it and so on. And something like a lot of things.
It ain't free, bro.
A lot of things. When it boils down to costs, a lot of decisions have to be made whether or not you can or cannot do it.
Right.
But there are possibilities for this year because we have seen opportunities and we have seen ways and around how we can get it done.
Nice.
So
Nice.
soon you will hear announcement.
I want the guy in the back street and Nicki Minaj next to me, bro. Come on, bro. You know what I mean? Alrighty then, Ezzy Roberts inside the building. Remember, we're live as well, so check it out. We're talking Carnival, Vincy Mas, kickstarting it big. Talking about kickstarting, boy, the Carnival launch. That happened recently. Last weekend.
Before you go to the carnival,
No problem,
launch,
right?
bro. Back to the whole issue of Trinidad. Now, person may ask, why do we go to Trinidad?
Right.
To do promotions. Now, Trinidad is the mecca of carnival. Everybody who involved in carnival will tell you
Trinidad,
that is the mecca, right? Their population, they have a population of 1.3 million.
Serious
We
population.
have a population of 110,000 thereabouts, right? So you see what we're talking about.
Big difference.
Yes, they have Christians within Trinidad, they have Muslims, they have Hindus, but the vast majority of these Trinidadians are party-going persons.
Mass.
Carnival lovers, right? So you're talking about a big population marketing too. Plus, you have a number of Trinidadians who live overseas who come to Trinidad, right? So you're able to access those. Plus the visitors, the non-Trinidadians who come. You're talking in the range of 35,000, 40,000 persons coming into Trinidad, in addition to their population. So when you go to Trinidad, it's not just Trinidadians we're marketing.
Yeah.
We are marketing to persons
Vast.
Plus the Trinidadians who are not able to make it in, who living in Toronto, Montreal, wherever, New York, Miami, and so forth. They are well tuned to Trinidad, taking in all the activities and the action. So we're reaching persons out there.
Definitely.
Hence our relation with a television station like Synergy, because a lot of Trinidadians, and the statistics are there to show, a lot of Trinidadians do listen and do view. They view via Synergy,
Right.
So
yeah, that's a big thing. The synergy is a
I think it's safe to say to Trinidad, because that's basically the carnival before ours, right?
yes.
Yeah.
It's ideal.
Yeah, that's it.
Definitely.
But apart from us doing, again, one of the other things that was said was that we gone down to Trinidad to do promotion on Synergy only. That was not true. Apart from Synergy, we had 3 other television stations. So we did 4 television stations and 7 radio stations.
Wow.
During that time.
All right.
In addition to that, we had newspaper coverage. We're talking about full page articles.
Nice.
With Vinci Mass, full coverage on Vinci Mass and so forth. Being carried different newspapers. I have all of it.
Bro, that's good promotion, bro.
Anybody who wants to challenge it or say no, I like it. Just forward the link.
Nah.
Forward it via email and you could click on the link and go
You
straight.
can't challenge just the other one, man. But that is very good, though. I commend you on that. And I'm waiting to see some of the fruits from those promotions as well, you know. Whether it's slow or fast.
Yeah, we also had a US news channel now. That was done through one of our connections down there. Now, to get all the interviews I spoke about and all the promotions we did, I had to work just out link in Trinidad. Now that person has connection with a US news channel, and we were able to get a story, right?
Nice.
On Vinci Mart, 4 minutes and 35 seconds.
Wow.
Including the running of the entire ad Vinci Mart ad now. You know the cost of running ads on a US channel, right?
What's that word,
but
bro?
we got 4 minutes, including the full length of the Vinci Mart.
Nice. You did well, brother. If nobody didn't tell you, I tell you, you did well. All right. You want to add something else?
No.
No, say thanks.
Oh, all right, good. I get it. All right, so on the big end, I mean, everybody's talking about it as well. I mean, the same social media and all of that, boy. People left, right, and center about it. Carnival launch. In your honest opinion, give me your views on it.
Carnival launch. Well, of course, we were disappointed with the crowd. We were not expecting that small number of persons to turn
Right.
out.
Okay.
We really thought that based on our analysis, well, two things we did. We did the family fun city,
Right.
which was for the children, and we thought that based on the response that we got last year, we didn't do that at the launch. We did that one of the other junior shows. But the response was tremendous. A lot of persons came forward, brought the children and so on.
The fun thing
So
was...
we decided, let us put it with the launch, change it up a bit and do it with the launch. So we thought that during the day, yes, you're going to have a bumper crowd in terms of the children and young adults coming to that. And then in the night from 7 p.m.,
Right.
we will have the official launch along with the
Yeah.
entertainment
A little
package
spill-off
and
kind of
so on.
vibes.
Yeah. There was the fair, the Girl Guides fair on that day. And based on who the girl guys, they have a lot of connection with that same age group that we are targeting.
Right.
So they were able to attract the majority of persons. We got persons coming to our activity during the day, but the numbers were not what we were expecting. And similarly, in the night, now different persons have different view and different opinion as to why the night activity didn't see the type of crowd that we were anticipating. Some persons felt like the package that we offered, we should have done some more. We could have offered something different.
Right.
Some persons felt like the anti-CDC sentiments being expressed currently on radio and social media would have
Could have
also
influenced
had some impact on persons.
But
Some persons felt it was the price. So it's a combination, and we listen to different persons.
But why, in your opinion, what do you think that went wrong?
I think it's a combination of all.
Combination.
So you kind of agree with what people saying?
I don't think it's one particular reason why it ended up like that.
For one,
But-
the price.
Right. So that like I just said, some persons felt that $20 was too
a
much
little
for a
bit
carnival launch.
For a
That
carnival
we should
launch.
have
Right. But in
$10.
all honesty, just to go back a little bit, in all honesty, I personally, though, I could be wrong, but I personally can't remember carnival launch being a massive event, So as I said, I could be wrong, though. Maybe you have to remind me of some days when it was.
I think back in the day
But
when
honestly, me personally,
I see some numbers like when Flo had the Monday band launching with the CDC. He used to have a nice
to
stuff.
a nice little
that
vibe.
used to be a nice vibe.
When the launch was held at
When he was in car park.
And the-
Right.
not
But
Korea,
let me ask you
the Chamber
something.
car park.
The new song competition used to be on launching, right?
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
like all of that used to
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
bring into all right. Okay then. So for one, the price.
Not the price.
That's one.
I still think too that some of the persons who are involved in Carnival, because of the delay in the payment of prices from 2022
Right.
to 2023.
That plays a role in it.
That
It
some
created
of
a
the
little bit of-
persons, yes,
Yeah.
some of the persons involved. We had to face the reality.
Right.
Some
right.
persons were not.
And
Obviously.
I mean, I like when
we
you're
have to
being
face
honest,
it.
So
So some of the persons may not have shown any interest in being a part of it, and kind of spill off.
Yeah.
With everything else in the mix, That was the end result. But,
Yeah,
however, we cannot be daunted by the hosting of the first activity.
Right.
First event of Vincy Mass.
Right.
2020.
Well, you know, some persons
We
would
are
definitely
going-
look at that.
We are going full force with confidence that Vincy Mass 2020
Mass have to play, man.
will be.
Mass have to pay.
Mass have
No,
to
I
play.
noticed, something that you just said mass have to play, and it made me think about something. I noticed yesterday a particular mass band posted that they are sold out. Not
Yeah.
section of his section. But
Entire band is sold out
It's
there.
sold
I saw
Mass
that.
have to play.
I can't remember that ever happening in the month of
Yeah,
March.
yeah,
Mass
very
have
We
good.
are in
play.
the month
Very
of May.
good.
We still have
Very
the whole
good.
of June and that week in July to go.
I think we might
So-
surprise some persons this year,
Yeah,
especially those social media persons. I think they just might get a bang.
That's a really good sign when I
Yeah. All right, and I guess the whole carnival launch thing is on the blackboard. Y'all going back at it and see
we
what
have
I'm going.
to examine,
I really don't know
dissect
what
and-
is the I don't know what is the financial standpoint of it. I don't know if it's a like an issue where you want to put out some money on something and you want to make back something, or you just want to have a good lunch. You know what I mean? But I mean, you could thank me later.
Yeah,
And
but
it-
some persons express that they figured the launch should not be like an attempt to make money. It should
Right.
just be like
So-
a free launch or very minimal cost.
Take it out the park.
Right?
Take it out the
Yes,
park.
yeah.
Minimal.
Take it out the park.
I kind of done with that as well.
Take it
I
out the
honestly
park.
think y'all stand a better chance of taking it out the park. I
Heard
mean,
this
I have
way.
a suggestion, but I think I'll do it to you. I'll tell you off.
I think we could tell you off, but
yeah.
take it out the
I
park.
think I'll tell you off.
All right.
You know what I mean?
A number of suggestions. And
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, you listen, and then when
we
you go
appreciate, yeah.
and you talking with your peeps, you can always trash it
share
out.
them
And,
and
all
post
right.
it.
All right, so yeah, y'all don't be daunted by Carnival
No,
Launch.
at
Vincy
all,
Mass
at all.
is in full
Oi,
gas.
Oi, Mass have to
Boy,
play.
Mass have to play.
Mass have
Right?
to play. You crazy?
And then again, I mean, with the absence of a few events, some persons are also taking that as to say Vincy Mass going boring and this and that.
But
and
you know, let me say something.
Yeah.
There's a trend in St. Vincent, right? Anytime a business place closed down, for example, if a business closed in Honest right now, and the news hit out, well, business place extras, why going out of business at the end of this month? You see, persons start saying, oh, the economy is bad and this and that and terrible. But you would have 4 or 5 other businesses that had opened around
The same
that
place.
same
Yeah,
business
yeah,
going
yeah.
to close.
Yeah, you study
But
that.
you will never hear
Yeah,
anybody
yeah,
post and
yeah,
say,
yeah.
look, 3 new businesses
Right,
open.
right,
and
yeah. This
we always
closing
look
up,
at
but
the
this
one
is-
that closed,
right,
not
right,
those that come in.
right,
Because
right.
the same thing happening, and I make the analogy because it's happening with Carnival
Yeah,
too.
definitely.
Because we have events that are taking place this year, but we have a number of new events coming
That
and
came on
straight
board.
Yeah.
that will be taking place. But people not saying, well, now we have these additional events. We only hear, well, okay, this thing coming and comes. Carnival start.
I know
and
that-
I know that
right.
Carnival will not be started
Boy, hey.
at all.
But now that you're here and you make mention, you could probably mention a few of the new events that are coming on.
Yeah.
It doesn't even have to be new.
Yeah,
But some of the events that you have lined
Some of
up.
the events, and before we even go into those for this year, I can say that if we notice the trend in St. Vincent over the last 6, 7 years, we have been having new events on the Carnival
Every year.
calendar.
It's true, you know.
Every year.
It's
New
true, it's
events
true.
have been added to the Carnival calendar. Now, persons ask the question, why is CDC allowing new events to take place? Because it's to the detriment of Carnival in terms of the activities, events.
Your
organized by
thoughts?
the CDC. Now, we always say, and you can go to any tape that we did, in any interview in Trinidad, whether radio, television, or whatever. Vincy Mass is about the events organized by the CDC along with those organized by promoters.
True.
Right.
We cannot be out there selling Vincy Mass as the activities organized by the Carnival Development Corporation because we are this body, this organization is a facilitator of Carnival. Okay? So we cannot organize every single event that's required. If you notice, the type of events we organize are more of a cultural nature. We are the ones that has to carry the cultural fraternity and symbols on our backs. Whether or not the event is going to make money or not. We cannot measure the success of St. Vincent's Carnival by the events activities organized by the CDC because the CDC have that responsibility to carry the cultural elements of Vincy Mass as opposed to the promoters who carry more of an entertainment element. Now, mind you, I believe that promoters can also carry some of that cultural element and the
Right.
opportunities for that to take place, right? So, but that's a separate discussion. But the fact remains, we have to understand that this is a holistic view.
Right.
This is what we sell as Vincy Mass.
But before,
Entertainment and the promoters' events and our
right,
culture.
while you're on private promoters, I think the private promoters could have help play an important role in the launch in a carnival?
Certainly.
All right.
Certainly.
Right,
That
right.
is definitely something.
Instead of stay quiet,
that- yes.
I leave everything on the CDC.
Right.
You think the private promoter should have played an important role?
Yes, they could have. And I can tell you that you as a promoter,
Interesting.
you're saying it, and I've heard it from at least 4 other promoters who have said, Ezzy, Vincy Mars should be taken. Next year, this is
Mars have
happening.
to play, Ezzy.
Yeah.
Mars have to play.
Promoters are actually saying this to the CDC. Come next year, we have to be involved and so on. So I'm in full agreement with you.
Yeah.
That it would
Yeah.
make a difference.
We got some good ideas.
Yeah, promoters actually recognize the fact that it's because of Carnival, because of Vincy Mars, why they're doing these events.
Why we are
Why would
promoters?
you sit out and say, oh, CDC, this? It's not them and we, it's us, it's collective.
All right, nice. All right, we got Ezzy Roberts in the building, boy. We talking Vincy Mars, boy. I love Vincy, you know. Anyway, somebody said, I just tuned in, so forgive me for that. That's cool. I've heard of links being made in Trinidad on a number of occasions. Have any links been made with Vincy Carnival bands in the UK? For example, Purple Army and all of that, Tempo Mass. And when they say make links, they mean make links to help and collaborate and promote Vincy Mars in the UK.
Yes, the answer is yes. Yes and no. Yes, in terms of links were made, I've reached out to the organizers of those bands, promoters who do these activity events. We have had various conversations, emails sent, and so forth. Yes, so connections were made. Whether we actually got to do the promotions, the answer is no. Right? So there were discussions. We have an understanding of what can be done.
So in the future, it could happen.
Yes.
Right.
The window is open.
So that would answer that question, yeah? Big up my peeps in the UK locked on. Yeah, man, big and serious. Ezzy Roberts in the building, boy. We're running out of time for sure. Ezzy Roberts promising y'all, boy, Vincy Mars for persons who coming in.
Confidence.
With confidence.
I have
I'm
confidence
telling
too.
you.
I mean,
No, I know it, I know it. This startup does be a kind of
Always.
shaky,
I'm
but
telling
bro,
you.
yeah, Vincy Mars definitely.
You ever really watch lightning bolts run races?
Isn't how it starts? Isn't how it
Don't
starts?
necessarily start as the quickest man all the time, you know.
I like that.
But he's come and overtake a lot of his competitors.
I don't think both
So-
is the right comment.
No, but I'm just saying.
You tell them you should say those are the Lakers playing right now.
Don't.
It's not how it start, Bridget.
You know, you have to gain the confidence as you go along. You can't falter and decide that you're going to lie down and play dead. You know, success isn't about how many times you were able to just stand up and move. You know, it's when you fall down how you get up and move.
I know.
And I've seen persons start races in third
And can't
position and
finish.
come back and win the race. You know? So we at the CDC we are not daunted at all.
At all.
We recognize that the launch has left
Right.
persons feeling Vince man. But we are telling you, for the rest of Carnival,
Slap.
Vince man. Yes.
Yeah. Young
Yeah,
people
top.
talk, they say lash. And talking about young people as well, I mean, this is I think you're the perfect person to ask this question, you know, because of the whole
Portfolio.
the whole portfolio, the era, age group, you know, he could tell us a whole heap of thing, Beckett and go back into the days compared to now with the grabber finesse and the, you know what I mean? So far, has any Vincy song made it on your
It's cerebellum.
Yeah, on your cerebellum. Yeah, we like this is cerebellum. Yeah, so far, has anything registered?
I like to be careful with that. Person ask me that
No,
in
this is
different
a
ways,
personal.
right?
This is a
But
personal.
me personally,
I mean, you're a human being, right? I because you're on a board.
You're listening.
Yeah.
No, you're listening
But
songs.
say,
and-
oh, as he went and he say,
No. People,
So
the views expressed in this one is as a personal.
Yeah, we don't want a
It has nothing
favorite.
to do
You
with the
know.
cities.
We don't want a favorite. You know. We just want to know. So far as you going around and you're listening music and you're going to events, any of those
He's a
songs
man
ever
out there. He's a man outside and I
Outside.
Yeah.
Properly outside.
Exactly. Properly outside. You know, man. So we just want to know if so far,
Properly
if
outside.
any song at all out there has made a mark on you. You say, boy, have a song by way name. I like that song. Name.
Let me tell you something, right? Early on, I spoke about my involvement with musical band, dance group, managing artists, and all of that. Now, I know music. I've been with Signal in the days of recording
Yeah,
the
man.
very first album at a studio in Barbados called Ocean Lab.
Bad,
Where each
bad,
musician
bad,
had to play
bad.
their part. Not like now we do a computer
Computer,
generated
yeah.
rhythm.
Yeah.
But I'm from back that era, right? I'm from back then right up to now. So I have a very good knowledge of music.
Yeah.
And I can tell you something, and I can say it with confidence. Almost every year, there are songs that come out, and I would make certain suggestions to certain persons, or I will say certain things.
Right.
This song is gonna make it big in soca, man. This one is gonna make it as a road march contender. And I normally make the predictions pretty early. Some person may challenge it, fine. But at the end of the day,
I challenge
a lot of times, songs that I say in my mind,
they didn't top 3.
will be in the top 3. End up in the top 3.
Right.
A lot of times, including last year.
Yeah.
Including last year.
Still early though. Still
early.
Can't
No,
make a
it's
prediction
too
right
early. It's too early.
Too early to actually
Yeah,
do
too
it.
early.
I'm just saying that to say that I have a good knowledge of music.
Right.
I have an idea what works and what doesn't work.
Alright.
You know?
So nothing to register.
But I'm...
You know, you don't say fully yet. You don't say fully yet.
And on the outside listening. People think I just go to events and just tell
nah,
but
listen.
I go to events and I pay attention.
As the phone out in here,
I pay attention to what people move into, what they're singing
definitely.
along to.
You must.
What was played when person took a drinks break. I observe all these things.
Sure.
So I normally have a very good idea what's happening.
Right.
And my predictions last year was on target.
Yeah,
Right.
so I feel we're gonna leave that question
Yeah,
when he
later
comes back.
on.
Deep
Come
and
back,
deep.
He gotta come back.
No, definitely. He has to be back. You know what I mean? So as Robert's talking inside, boy, we're about to wrap things up. Final thoughts. Just to me, basically, I think the top of the line right now is for persons to just be convinced that Vincy Mas is on and definitely on. So any last words that you could put to that? Definitely.
Before I get to the last word, I want to ask something.
Go ahead.
Is there email a way that people could share the new ideas to the CDC?
Yeah, how?
Hold on, but and it being noticed,
Yeah.
acceptable.
Yes, the CDC email is CDC of SVG at Vincy.
Right. So if people email that email,
Yes.
right?
Suggestions would be noted.
Suggestions will be
Alright,
noted.
give me that email again.
CDC of SVG at vincysoft.com.
So that's CDCOF.
SVG
Alright.
at vincysoft.
So people are later, right?
You can send your email, or just can be just a direct email, or if you want to type a letter, send it as an attachment, whatever.
Definitely.
Feel free.
Yeah.
To reach out to the CDC.
All right, and
I
your
mean,
suggestions are
Yes.
yeah, no
Now,
promises.
Obviously, that everybody's suggestion cannot be.
Definitely. No promises. No promises.
You're going
No
to
promises.
have conflicting suggestions.
Right, yeah,
Some
right,
person
right,
will suggest you
yeah.
do X while somebody. But at the end of the day, it will be good to get the feedback. from
Yeah. The
people,
feedback
and
is what you want.
Yes,
Yeah, so you
we
could
need
kind
that.
of channel you in that direction that you need to go. You know what I mean?
So
Sometimes
final thoughts.
a man could send a whole paragraph and you just pick out one line. You see, we saying that line right there.
Yeah.
That's it,
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Final talks. Final words. Let me say I wanna give credit and kudos to our makers of Carnival.
Right.
The mass fraternity has been at the mass camp doing their thing. As I mentioned earlier, and some mass bands have already been sold out.
Yeah,
I've
they're
got a mass
outside.
band where almost all the sections are sold. They probably have one or two to go. The most expensive section I've seen of Vincy Mass 2020
So loud.
was sold out pretty early. And I noted persons were complaining about the cost of the mass.
What a wow.
And I made a prediction and it came true. I said that this section will be sold out.
First.
Persons are looking. Yeah, it's catering for different clientele, and we have to understand within our
It do
society,
have different clientele.
There are different type of persons.
Yeah,
And
it do,
everything
it do.
is not for everybody.
I agree.
We all
Yeah, I
cannot be driving Lamborghini
Yeah.
and Porsche.
Stick to what you
Right? So you may have to drive a Nissan like me.
Yeah.
I
For
cool-
you.
I
If
cool
that's
with
for you,
that.
that's
I
the
think
I cool it on this one, very good. So everything is done for everybody. I recognize that, and I think we all should try to recognize that and don't decry persons. Right? But I'm just saying, mass, they're on a good path, and I'm confident that the other bands will also be doing well, because when bands get sold out all now in May,
Encouragement.
Other bands definitely
yeah.
they're gonna be there, I know. So the mass fraternity, yes, Steel Band. I want to get credit to European movement. They have been out there even during the pandemic. This organization has been organizing activities and events, and they continue to do so.
Yeah.
Now, on the 28th of May, you're gonna be having this event to launch Steel and Glitter. Steel and Glitter, of course, is panorama and sections of the mass band.
For years.
Steel and Glitter, and they're having this all-white party. Ivory Surrey to launch Steel and Glitter 2023, and they have done a number of activities and events between the pandemic and now. So kudos to the Steel Band fraternity. They're out there doing the thing. The Calypso fraternity, I'd big up the Calypsonians. Persons are still looking forward to hearing more Calypsos and Radiant.
10 coming back?
10 this year.
Why 10 that's bad. We got
Calypso
10.
10s this
We
year.
going 10.
We have had the commitment through the Calypso Association.
Right.
The 10s have given the commitment that they will be starting earlier this year.
Right.
That's what we have seen last year and like 2019. Some tents only had one tent show and then the preliminary night judging.
Yeah.
But this year, based on the schedule presented by the Calypso Association,
Right.
we're having a longer
Yeah, we're gonna fix
for
that.
Calypso.
We're gonna
And
fix
some
that.
of the tents will be going rural as well.
Right.
Okay, so we in for a robust tent.
And quickly though, what the rural carnival, we have heard some changes being made to venues and all that. How does that affect that whole
rural carnivals?
still on?
We have a rural carnival coordinator, which is Dale Morris. But as a board member,
might
but
get
from,
in.
from,
We are getting in.
from the office
I link for winner.
from the office
Yeah, we
standpoint.
gotta get
Yeah,
in.
that's not a problem. From the office standpoint, I still coordinate with the coordinator and
Right.
the committee.
Right.
So I'm still doing some of it. From
Yeah.
So
within,
there will be rural carnivals.
Of course, there
Right.
will be rural carnivals. There's a discussion that's taking place right now. As per the rural carnivals that normally use hard coats.
The
and
venues, right?
well, remember, like Queen Swanson was never an issue.
Right.
The issue was the other type of
Right,
event.
right.
So that's
right.
under
The
discussion as we
so
speak.
destructive
So
kind
the
of
other,
events.
so
in
the
a sense
other
of-
set of events is under discussion.
That's under discussion.
I
But
think they need to
patterns and
free it
things
up, man.
will
Free
be-
to free up the rurals, man.
So things gonna happen.
Yeah,
looking-
Let me
it looking
say that.
good.
Yeah, we're looking good.
Alright, looking good.
All right.
Alright,
So
see
in terms
that?
of rural and everything. But I want to say, like I said at the city press conference, let me repeat it. Vinci Mass belongs to St. Vincent and Grenadines.
Yes.
It belongs to all of
Yes.
us. It's not about a handful of persons who we call the Carnival Development Corporation. City Carnival is not for the board, it's not for the staff, it's for all of us. Carnival makes tremendous contribution to the economy of St. Vincent and Grenadines. And we all
Definitely.
need to get on board. Every single Vincentian can play a part
That is
in
it right there.
encouraging Vincentians
That is it
to
right
come
there.
to Vinci Mass,
Yeah, that is it right there.
participate in Vinci Mass.
Yeah.
There will be things you will see, you will recognize, you have an idea, you disagree with something, and that's fine.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, we all need to put shoulders to the wheel to sell, promote, and
it out.
execute
Yeah.
Vinci.
True.
Yeah, definitely good words right there. I mean, just to wrap it up though, if it's something I would definitely love to see, an improvement going forward for Vinci Mass, is persons actually coming out to the events. I find we don't just have a whole heap of attack and then the night, nobody show up.
Yeah.
The whole thing is, come out. And some of these events, just simple as Calypso tent night, you might
Tent
go
God.
there and can't believe it's so nice.
Bro, I was never
Tents
in,
just
I
be
could
out.
tell you, I was never really into the
For
tent
real,
thing.
bro.
But bro, tent was bad.
Tent
Yeah.
is
Tent
bad.
was real bad.
Very, very
And
Tent
there
is
are
bad.
persons who are listening to us right now of the opinion
does
that tent
bad.
boring and
I will
boy.
encourage, bro, I will encourage younger folks
Go out to the
taking
tents.
some of the tent.
Yeah, even steel and glitter and those
Yeah.
events. Some person, boy, me ain't getting them thing. If me can't put on a shot thing up under me, you guys know.
I think-
Go on out and support. That's how the things gonna get better and bigger.
I think we as a nation too, as in Vincentian, we need to be more. I don't know why you use the word
It's supportive,
patriotic. We need, yeah, that is it right.
Supportive.
I
We
think we
just
need
don't
to
sup-
just forget about
You
the
just get it
negative.
talk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we know.
Yeah.
Okay then,
You-
everything can be perfect. I ain't saying the CDC perfect, cause y'all not perfect. Y'all make
And we
mistakes.
recognize that, yeah.
Everybody gonna make mistakes, but at the end of the day, Vinci Mass belongs to we as a city, and we need
Bro.
to just hold it
Yeah.
and carry it over the
Bro,
line.
the biggest hypocrisy I've seen so far.
Right.
People ain't go carnival lunch and cussing carnival lunch.
Yeah.
You ain't go,
Yes.
but you cussing.
Right.
You know, and me and Q, we were talking about it quickly. It's just like when we're having an event. Sometimes we're at the party.
And somebody will text
6
you.
people roll inside the dance and come in the party. And when they roll in the party empty. Man, come, let we go, man, the party empty.
But you can't
Yo,
do it
but
in-
if you stay,
Yeah.
then the other 6
The
will
other
come.
6 will come, and then another 6, and another
I mean,
6.
when you
It
have
adds
full
up,
night.
right?
But you gone. And then you can tell him, man, also, boy, in the empty. So you ain't go to carnival land.
Yeah.
But you're on social media, boy, if you sit down there. But you
yeah.
did not support.
Yeah. And
So
some
this
persons
year,
actually sung in. Some persons were concerned, while others sung in like they were
Bro.
rejoicing.
Yeah,
Right?
they were,
Yeah,
yeah,
right?
and that's the part
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can't understand.
Yeah.
You there rejoicing that we didn't have a good turnout at our launch. But you rejoicing, this is our carnival. eh?
yeah. Nothing
Before
to
you
rejoice
try
for,
help,
bro.
they will, okay then, they launch out the way. Okay, let me make the rest thing them
Going
good now.
forward.
Yeah.
Going forward.
Yep,
You know, so
going
people,
forward, that's important.
we here encouraging y'all, come out and support the events.
Yeah.
And I heard you mention patriotism, and I have
Yeah.
to say that.
But I don't like
That's-
use
that-
that word too much because I know we are not. I
We
don't
are
care.
not.
Vincent
Generally-
are not in general, in anything,
Not
whether
patriotic.
independent, whatever it is, we are not.
Yeah.
We are not. So I
That's
don't
why,
like use
that's
our
why
word.
Chanel song we do like.
We do like
so
it. That would
effective.
always play. No?
Always
We'll
play.
always
Have
play.
to play. We do like.
Must have a play.
Grenada had a massive launch, right? We recognize that.
Yeah.
Big.
But the level of patriotism in Grenada is way
I
above.
don't-
It's surreal, bro.
I don't always, but I don't always,
Patriotism in Grenada is at a
Different
high,
thing.
and
It's a
it has
different
been
thing.
like that for many,
it's a
many
different
years.
thing, bro.
Different altogether.
Grenada supportive of their own is different
Different.
than anybody else in the
Anywhere.
Caribbean.
Yeah. And I've
And
seen
not
it.
just in Grenada, not just
Well,
in
I-
Grenada,
I-
across the world.
I was just saying, I've seen it in New York, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've seen it in New York, where Grenada soccer team was playing for the third and fourth place, while St. Vincent was playing in the finals. We can either, the least we could come in second because we played in the final.
Right.
And if you see the way the Grenadians came out
And
to support their team,
Yeah.
you understand?
Bro.
They were not play. They came out with drums, quacho, shak, the full works.
Yeah, the support.
Wearing the national colors.
Bro.
Listen, they celebrated their victory as though they won the World Cup.
Wow.
I see. I just
You
go.
understand?
I just
Their
go.
level of patriotism is
Listen to
way
me.
up there.
Gone, bro.
I just go like a lot of international carnivals, whether Notting Hill, Caribana, you know? You did Notting Hill and you see a Grenada band coming down
Crazy.
Notting Hill stretch.
You
know that is a
you know
Grenada
it's a
band.
Grenada band.
You
did not
know that
play.
is a Grenada band, bro.
Them
Not
brothers
play with the
supporting.
colours.
Whether
and
you
with the
from
full
Grenada or
works.
not, you better get in line, innit? Because
Supporting.
you have to support that culture, whether you like it or not. Once you want to be part of that, you become a Grenadian. You know?
Ezzy, thank you very much for taking the
Yes,
time
man.
out, bro. We're gonna have you back for sure.
Yeah, and I can't
Definitely.
leave without saying thanks to Extreme.
Nah, come on,
Big
bro.
up, man.
Certainly
You coming back?
appreciate.
Yes,
Of
sir.
course,
Yes,
of
sir.
course.
Certainly
When-
appreciate this type of programming
Yeah.
that helps to push the vibe for Vinci Mass.
Yeah,
You
man.
guys have been doing it for years, and we really appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Hats off, hats off.
All right.
All right. Yeah, tell a big up Ezzy Roberts inside, man. Ezzy Roberts, that is. All right, we're gonna jump out right now and head on over inside the lunchtime rush. Keep it locked in. 100.